Hear us a fun fact that will ruin your day. You are not actually in control of your life. Seriously. That thing between your ears, the 3-pound meat computer you call a brain, yeah, it's been making decisions without consulting you. And honestly, it's got the judgment of a drunk teenager with a credit card. Let me paint you a picture. It's 11 p.m. You're scrolling Instagram, minding your own business. And suddenly Batman algorithm-generated thirst trap appears. Could be anything. A yoga pose, a swimsuit pic, someone biting their lip while eating a burger. And before your conscious mind even registers what's happening, your brain has already held an emergency board meeting, unanimously voted, and decided, we're doing something about this right now. You didn't choose this. You weren't consulted. Your brain just hijacked your evening plans and now well, you know where this is going. And this is even worse, you see that one specific photo of your ex. The one from that summer. You know the one. And suddenly your thumbs are typing hey at 2 a.m. like they've achieved sentience and declared independence from your better judgment. And if you're sitting there thinking, wow, I do this literally all the time, then congrats. You're normal. You're not alone. And you should probably hit subscribe because we're just getting started. Here's what's actually happening in that skull of yours. Your brain has two systems. Let's call them Smart You and Caveman You. Smart You is the part that goes to work, pays taxes, and remembers to call your mom on her birthday. Smart You is rational, thinks about consequences, and generally tries to keep your life together. Caveman You is the part of your brain that's still living in 50,000 BC, and its entire job description is see thing, want thing, get thing, reproduce, don't die. That's it. That's the whole resume. And here's the kicker. Caveman You is faster, like significantly faster. When you see something sexually suggestive, Caveman You has already flooded your system with dopamine, revved up your limbic system, and basically hit the emergency override button before Smart You even finishes reading the caption. It's like Smart You is trying to drive the car, but Caveman You just grabbed the wheel and yelled floor IT. And social media? Oh, social media is basically Caveman You's personal crack dealer. These apps are designed, and I mean designed with millions of dollars in research, to trigger that exact response. Every algorithm is optimized to show you things that'll make your brain go ooh, shiny, and keep you scrolling. You ever notice how you can be having a perfectly normal day, and then you open TikTok or Instagram and suddenly you're watching someone do absolutely nothing in slow motion, but they're doing it in a sports bra, and now 45 minutes have disappeared from your life? That's not an accident. That's your brain getting played like a fiddle. The app shows you something mildly suggestive. Your brain releases a tiny hit of dopamine. You scroll, another hit. You scroll, another hit. And before you know it, you're 3 hours deep into the Explore page, your phone battery is at 3%, and you have to be up for work in 4 hours. And the worst part? Your brain has now associated your phone with sexual reward. So every time you're bored, stressed, or even just slightly understimulated, your brain goes, hey, you know what would be great right now? Opening that app, just to check. Just a quick look. You're basically Pavlov's dog, except instead of a bell, it's a notification sound. And instead of food, it's, well, you get it. But let us talk about the absolute peak of your brain making terrible decisions for you. Texting your ex. This is such a universal experience that it should be in the DSM-5 as an actual diagnosable condition. Here's how it goes. You're doing fine. You've moved on. You're healing. Maybe you're even talking to someone new. Life is good. Then you see one thing. Could be a song, could be a photo, could be someone who looks like them from behind at the grocery store, could be literally nothing, maybe Mars went into retrograde or whatever. And suddenly, your brain is like, you know what we should do? Reach out. Just to check in, just to see how they're doing. It's been a while. We're mature adults. This is totally normal. Nitrogen monoxide is not brain. We talked about this, but your brain doesn't care. Your brain has already constructed an entire fantasy scenario where you text them. They text back. You have this amazing mature conversation. You meet up just as friends. And somehow this all ends well. Spoiler alert. It doesn't end well. It never ends well. Quick question for the comments. What's the worst text you've sent an ex? I want details. I want the context. I want to know what song you were listening to when you did it. Give me the full story because I know you've got one. And let us talk about what your brain does when you're actually talking to a real human woman you're interested in. This is where caveman you really shines. This is the Super Bowl of bad decision making. You're having a normal conversation. She's laughing. Things are going well. Smart you is thinking, okay, let's keep this light, friendly, build some rapport, see where this goes naturally. But caveman, you is in the background like, bro, we need to steer this conversation towards sex right now. Just slip it in there. Be smooth about it. So you're talking about, I don't know, her job or travel or something perfectly normal. And suddenly your mouth is saying something like, yeah, I love traveling too. You know what's crazy about hotel rooms? The beds. They're so comfortable, right? Like, very accommodating. What are you doing? BRAIN? Or you're trying to be funny and impressive, so you start oversharing. You're telling stories that are way too detailed. You're making jokes that have a weird sexual undertone for no reason. You somehow steering a conversation about coffee shops toward morning routines and what you wear to bed. And the whole time, there's a tiny voice of smart you in the back screaming, stop it please. We're losing her. Abort mission. But Caveman U has the controls now. Caveman U is doing donuts in the parking lot. Caveman U thinks he's being subtle. Newsflash, it's not subtle. She noticed. She noticed like 30 seconds ago. She's just being polite. So why does your brain betray you like this? Simple. Evolution doesn't care about your dignity. Your brain evolved to do one job, spread your genes. That's it. Everything else is bonus content. So when your brain sees an opportunity, even a perceived opportunity to fulfill that biological imperative, it takes over. It doesn't matter if it's logical. It doesn't matter if it's appropriate. It doesn't matter if it's 2 a.m. and you have a presentation tomorrow. Your prefrontal cortex, the part that's supposed to regulate impulses and make good decisions, is basically a suggestion box. And when your limbic system, the ancient emotional part, really wants something, it just tosses the suggestion box out the window. This is the same reason you can't stick to a diet after 9 p.m. The same reason you buy dumb stuff when you're drunk. The same reason you make life-altering decisions based on temporary feelings. Your brain is working with software that is 50,000 years old, trying to operate in a world with high-speed internet, dating apps, and 4K resolution. It's like trying to run Cyberpunk 2077 on a Windows 95. It's gonna crash. A lot. So what's the solution? How do you stop your brain from making terrible decisions? Bad news. You can't. Not completely. Your brain is always gonna brain. You can slow it down. You can put speed bumps between impulse and action. First, awareness. If you know your brain is gonna hijack you, you can at least see it coming. Oh, I'm about to text my ex. Classic brain move, noted. Second, create friction. Want to stop drunk texting? Give your phone to a friend when you go out. Want to stop doom scrolling? Put app timers on everything. Make bad decisions slightly more annoying to execute. Third, the 10-minute rule. When your brain wants you to do something stupid, tell it, okay, but we're waiting 10 minutes first. Usually, the urge passes. And if it doesn't, well, at least you gave Smart You a fighting chance. Fourth, for the love of God, stop following your ex on social media. I know you think you're mature enough to handle it. You're not. Nobody is. It's not a character flaw. It's just neurodivergent neuroscience. And finally, understand that sexual thoughts and urges are normal, like aggressively normal. The problem isn't having them. The problem is letting them drive the bus without even checking where the bus is going. Look, at the end of the day, we were all just slightly more sophisticated apes trying to navigate a world that our brains weren't built for. Your brain is gonna keep making impulsive decisions. It's gonna keep trying to prioritize reproduction over reputation. That's just how it works. But you, the actual conscious you, get to decide whether to listen. So next time you're about to send that 2 a.m. text, or spiral into an Instagram hole, or say something weird to someone you're into, just take a second. Take a breath. Recognize that your brain is trying to run a play from the caveman playbook, and maybe make a better choice. Or don't. I'm not your dad. But if you do make the bad decision, at least drop it in the comments so we can all laugh together. Hit subscribe if your brain has ever betrayed you, which means all of you. See you next time. Try not to text your ex before then.